There are days, I tell you what, there are days. Okay. YouTube looks good as well. Hey, Silhouelle. Your hello came right after or right before, like a millisecond before I hit refresh. So it won't show up in the on the stream, but that's okay. Hi, how you doing, man? Um, okay, let me just paste this. All right. Discord now knows that I'm streaming. Yeah, I apparently I had to refresh my or restart my browser to get chat to show up for some stupid reason. I don't know why, but that's okay, I guess. It's not the end of the world or anything. Okay, I don't know if you've been following this much. Um, it's mostly just a puzzle game, it seems. Wandering around a mansion, trying to find out if the owners of the mansion had died recently, and you've gone to like look into like a will and inheritance and whatever. But what has managed to happen is as you're exploring stuff, a couple things. One, this is why it's a puzzle game. There are a bunch of puzzles that you have to solve to open up new areas of the mansion and find more details and stuff. There's also find the treasure guarded by the knights. That's for example of a puzzle. Not in this room, but there's a room where there's a little platform with some knights on it. And then also, um, as we've been exploring some stuff, there've been not just so there are these little. Let's see if I can. I think there's one in here. Um, Pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, there are these things. No, that's actually not. That's a clue for something that we already solved. So one over here. Um, let's just go into the other room real fast. I know there's one out. Let's see. Like out. I don't know if it's there. Anyway, there are these clips from like basically like a newspaper series of articles or some such. Let's go back out. One of these has one pretty like just out. Of course, because I'm trying to show you, I can't find one now. Gosh, really? Hang on. No. Anyway, there's this set of like it's like what they used to do long, long ago in the newspaper. Here you go. Criminal Instinct. So like long, long ago in newspapers. This is, I'm talking like 1800s, 19th century. um, they used to have authors would obviously write novels or whatever as well, but a lot of times they would write either part of a full story or just a small short story, and they would submit it to a newspaper, and that's how people would read their story and go, "Oh, did you hear about the story?" It was kind of like YouTube, right? Or because I don't know if you had the equivalent on TV, did you? I guess maybe. Well, yeah, sometimes you'd have so on TV you might have something like there was a series long, long ago called Amazing Stories, and like each week was a different individual story that was somehow like had a weird twist or a shocking twist or something. Anyway, you had a similar thing in newspapers way back in the day, like in the 1800s, like I said, and so this series was called Criminal Instinct. You see little bundle editions, so it bundled the different stories together, for example. And so each person, whoever it was, would write their own story, and submit it, and then it would be entertaining for people. Well, there are a lot of these around the manor. So, but it's not just that. That's like an indicator of it, though. But that's just a part of it. So anyway, there were little stories like that. But there've also been, actually, I think out in the front room right here, I think is one. I'm pretty sure there are diary entries about some weird stuff going on, some stuff that's not probably not okay. Yeah, so like here, oh no, this is about the daughter, I guess, or whatever. Anyway, there've been like some notes, like journal entries or whatever, around indicating that down here in the basement, some shady stuff was going on, we'll say. Sounded like maybe there were patients down there, maybe they had experiments being performed on them, something like that. So it's getting a little, like, somewhat creepy in that regard. And there's also, where was the guest room? Was that floor 1? Yeah. So over here, go across here to, here's the guest room. So if you come in here, now this might just be like an ode kind of thing, like we're honoring games like this or something. But there's also this. So maybe horror, something, possibly. So anyway, so but right now we're just trying to solve puzzles. The game does seem to be getting somewhat more and more creepy, though, as time goes on. So there are these, and I don't exactly know what these. They're interesting. They look like they could be clues, but I don't remember seeing one turn out to be a clue. Like, so she went to the fruiterers to buy him some fruit, but when she came back, he was playing the flute. But I don't see, for example, a flute around here anywhere. I don't see fruit around here anywhere. I don't see a dog around here anywhere. So some stuff has been and some stuff has not been clues. And so it's a little hard to tell. So for these, for example, these rotate if you click them. So like, for example, anyway, rotating these enough ended up pointing, I think it was to this, and then this. Never learned to play the piano, at least figured out how to open this one. Anyway, and so having those figureheads turn a certain way based on clues, then you got to this. Now I think we already got, there was something. I think this didn't open, but I think you pointed at the piano partly and stuff. Anyway, and then this basically opened. Or something like that. Anyway. So we've already done this particular puzzle. Anyway, this is the front room where we started out. So there's still several things obviously I need to do. So one of them is this. I don't know yet how to. Something's missing. The lineage is eternal in Latin. I don't know yet how to do that either. I think we'll end up getting enough keys and stuff with that, but so that's sort of where we left off. I mean, that's, you know, a huge, like, very summarial description of things, right? It's not comprehensive or anything, but that gives you an idea. Don't remember a place to put the ballerina either. So not right now for that. This is one so I did solve this one. Now, this is one I've not solved yet. There are these that you pull in a certain order, I guess. And I don't know how many total times you pull things either. That order does not work. Anyway, and it doesn't seem to work. I'm guessing if you do that, it starts working, maybe? Not 100% sure what's going to happen. If this will open, you grab something, I don't know. Anyway, so this is a puzzle. There are several things we've not completed, but there are also a bunch of things we have, so. Okay, what is... Let's see, wait, that's the same. Where's my... Oh, is it map? Yeah, it tells is my objective. The treasure guarded by the knights. Right, that's what I'm looking for. The knights are in which room was that? Sewing room. It's this one in the private room here. This is the table with knights on it. Yeah, I think I need just one more knight, but I don't know. And you could always get hints to progress if you want. I've not done any of that. I'd like to not do that at all if I can help it. Especially when it's something like a puzzle game. Because that's kind of the main point. If it's something more like point and click, like with Black Mirror and stuff like that, I still don't like doing it, but I'm less frustrated when I have to do that or whatever, because the point of the game isn't exactly the puzzles. It's definitely a part of the game, but it's not exactly the point of the game. Whereas this, it really is the puzzle or the point. Anyway, yeah. Well, one or two. I don't know if I need to put one here, but one more here for sure. Where all the other knights are, and possibly two, and then this will do something, and we'll get something. So that's about all I know on that. Let's see. Sometimes you can open these, and sometimes you cannot. Oh, we also have this, which if we look in it, sometimes you'll see like glowing drawings that have been put on the walls. Not always, but sometimes. Oh, those are other things too. We want a coat of arms. Let's see, we got the harp. Well, there's something else we wanted, I thought, but I don't remember now. Anyway, so, and you don't always need to be using that, of course. Oh yeah, we need more gears for this. Need to open that, like do that, and then that face will open. Don't know if any of these open. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so we got a few things here. This is a kitchen. We need the key is broken off in here, so we probably need bolt cutters for this at some point. Don't know where we're gonna get those either. Piece of paper inside the bottle sealed with cork. I don't know if I do anything with that. So I don't know what. So I have a few things. The incompetent butler, the gardener had. Either there was a workman interfering with their trying to do their gardening, or there was an assistant who wasn't dependable. One of those, and so they were getting frustrated as well. So there were servants were getting frustrated with different things. Here's another one of these, and there were, like I said, the reports of some untoward things happening in basement. Apparently, we don't know what those things were. Did not sound like they were good. Like I said, that's why I call them untoward. Sounded like they were messed up things. We already used the hints on this. We don't know the numbers for this yet. We need a set of 3 numbers, and I don't know what those are. And I'm not, when I'm going around here, I mean, I'm explaining if there's a puzzle that we haven't solved yet or whatever, but, you know, I'm commentating, right? But I'm not, this is not a explain to Sillowell everything in the game session or something. This is just as I'm going along. I'm trying to see what I maybe have that I can use to solve something. Nothing so far, though. We can look at this, but I can't actually do anything with it. There's this. I don't know. I think we might have pulled something out of the drawer here. I don't remember now what we did with that. There's a design of a beautiful crimson dress. Doesn't look... you can't really read the words or numbers very well at all. So I don't think we're supposed to use that as a guide. We might... There might be some things... Like, is there something going on with the dress? Beautiful silver choker. Seems to be incomplete. So I need... Yeah. There's a gem we're missing, I think, from the front of this right here. That's what that is. This is to sew something, but I don't know... I don't have like a bolt of cloth or anything to use on that. Use with that. So I don't know what that... It'll come to importance at some point, I think, right? But I don't know yet. And then we're back in the rest of this floor of the manor. Don't know. I've not used this in some time, so... The first time you use it, like after you've gone into the game, the first time you use this special glass, it'll do that animation, but fortunately it does not do it every time. Just that first time. Nothing special so far. Where is this? Oh, right, to go to the bedroom. Yeah. Okay. There, I believe this is not one we've solved yet either. Yeah. Looks to me like there are two missing pipes that we need for this. Already grabbed. Was that a cigar earlier? So. Yeah, coat of arms. So we need that at some point. We both upstairs and downstairs, looks like to me. What else? Here's like, for example, though, this is an example of where that glass becomes important. Wait, is it here? No. Oh. No, it's in the... Not here. Oh, yeah, well, here also. So you use it here and on the map. You get special things. There's one place where there's like a fireplace that we lit, and then that ended up. This was one of the first early, like one of the early clues that gave me information about one of the puzzles. When you're open to look at problems from a new perspective, even the darkest situations suddenly become clear. There's like a pink light. If you turn it on in here and then go on the second floor, you get a display of some symbols that you need for another area. We've done this puzzle. We did this puzzle, pulling down certain paintings in a specific order. Oh, this is another example. Shows you these symbols down here that don't show up unless you have that special glass you're looking in. We did 3 of these. I'm trying to figure out. And I looked here and there's not something here. So I don't know. We might end up finding like a rolled up painting or something that we put in here. But I don't think I've found it or seen it yet. So Pretty sure you already looked at this stuff. No. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything left in this game room. There's a chessboard puzzle we solved. We did this puzzle. I don't know if there's another puzzle in here or not. This door symbol, this is a little bit their hitbox for prompting. You can open a door or whatever is quite huge because I'm way over here from the door. If I get this door thing, but I'm not actually opening anything when I do this. Clicking does nothing, so if I get closer, I can open it, of course. So yeah, because that's just a mirror. It's not even a picture. Thought I examined these. Let me check. Yeah, I don't see anything for there, so I don't know. Nothing down this hallway for that. Yeah, so we're on the bottom floor over here, and the coat of arms is blocked. But then up here, going, up this side, trying to get in the door here is also a coat of arms. So I don't know how those tie together at all. Just certain types of rooms. This one had a harp, and we did lion head. That's a lion head. So that's another one we need. We need the coat of arms and a lion head both. There was a door with a harp that I guess we've opened, but I guess that's not one of them. So, anyway, I'm trying to figure out what the next... I don't know where that ballerina relief is supposed to be put. Nothing there. Could be one of the twins, maybe, was a ballerina or something. Twins' room is right here. I don't know, though. There's a crown shape in the lock. That's a medallion and then that. So... that's another room we have to open at some point. Forgot what was in there. Seems one of the twins had a young suitor. Wub. Sweet Wub. See, I looked. I didn't see any zipper or something for looking inside this, like pulling out stuffing or whatever. See if something's hidden. I don't see any text. So I don't know what's going on with that. If it's just a nifty thing to... because I looked... it's staring over here. There was this box that we already did. So there's that, but I mean, already did that. There's this fireplace. I don't get any prompts for anything around that, though. And there's the picture of the twins. It just says they appear to have an expressionless face. It doesn't... I don't know how that would be helpful at all. So, I don't know. And then over here is Nicholas' room, which we, for a while, were not able to enter. Now we are. But I've been in here. Let's see if there's anything new, but I think... oh yeah, we have this puzzle, and I don't know how to solve this either. I don't know what word it's wanting me to try to spell out. I guess I could go... probably these are supposed to go in the spots of this, but I don't know beyond that. I guess I could just try in order. Oh, spelling the... oh, Eureka, of course. After spelling the word, they say fix in this position. Okay, so what did Eureka do? I don't know what that did for me. Eureka is gold. I don't remember a gold. Let's see. Don't feel like. I don't feel like this, or I don't like this ward. Every time my father yells it, he makes us take more medicines with a strange taste. Makes me feel weird, especially the most recent red one. I never want to take it again. So I don't know. So obviously the kids were getting medicated, which is not because Nicholas said us, like we have to take it every time. So that implies that he wasn't the only one. So probably the twins as well. And given that there were experiments in the basement, that might somehow tie to something and be very bad. I don't know. Nothing new in there, so it's not like the medicine cabinet opened up by doing that. So I don't know. Nothing in here. So what would take gold or something? Study kitchen. I don't know. Actually, not sure. See if anything in here changed. And there's this washroom also that I still don't know about either. This, I guess, opens, probably put something in it to do something that normally looks like it's for washing the clothes. Like you put the clothes in here with water, you shut this, you move this, and then this swishes around and, you know, basically moves the clothes to get more cleaning, like how the detergent, kind of the lye or whatever you're using, flow around to get the clothes clean. And then, of course, this you use and it dries the clothing. But I don't have any kind of cloth or anything on me that I could put through this stuff. And this as well. So why are there two of these, I wonder? Anyway. Yeah, I'm really curious now what Nicholas's Eureka thing did, because yeah, that's goes to here down to the wine cellar, but we can't get in it yet. I think the basement probably is going to be at least some of the very end game stuff, because it feels like that's kind of the mystery of what's going on. I already did that. This is my clue stuff for the chess game in that other game room that I talked about already. I don't think there's anything on the walls in here, right? Yeah, not that I could see. Um. Excuse me. Did Nicholas's room do anything to this room? This room's more or less right above it, but it doesn't look like it. We already did this. This is like a whoops. This is like a phone directory here, and this gave us some clues for something we did earlier. But I don't think we need that right now, so. Is there anything new in here or anything I missed? Eureka is generally, right, at least traditionally, has been something people say either when they've discovered something that they couldn't like they've discovered an idea or had a thought or something that what seems to be just what they were looking for, that was out of their grasp before, or originally it was used when you found gold. You'd say Eureka, and that meant that you had found, you'd hit a vein of gold that you had not seen before. It's part of that same puzzle we already did. My little doll's room. Yeah, there's this too. Room looks familiar to me. Something curious popping behind the painting. Whose room is that, though? Okay, so a room with a lady in an orange dress, maybe? Not the guest room, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not here. I need to go down the next floor down. Or like next floor up, I guess. Get to bedrooms. That feels like that might be the twins' room, but I don't think so. Yeah, no. I don't think it's Nicholas's room. Right? Oh no, it is. And it showed something popping out from behind there. Do I? Let's see. I don't remember. I might have already got something from here. Oh no, here we go. Crown-shaped key. There we go. Okay, that must have been opened from this, I think is what happened. Okay, so crown is where? I don't know if it shows me what ones take what rooms. So let's just... these all... Whoa. One of these is a lion and one of these is a coat of arms, I think, right? Pretty sure. I mean, I don't remember what I said now. One of them is a lion and one of them is a coat of arms, I believe. I don't think either of them are actually a crown. So I don't think it's going to be either of those doors, but let's double check. So this top one is coat of arms, right? Yeah, and then this one is lion's head. Yeah. So I don't know where I don't remember where the crown is. But... Oh, that might be this one. I don't know. What is the symbol on this? No, that's lion head also. Okay. That was a harp. And we got in there. That's the music room. That's like just a bathroom for guests or whatever. Let's see. Private room. Cupboard, kitchen. Might be something over here, maybe. No, not guest room. Where am I going? I'm gonna go private room. Does that go through? I don't remember now. Yeah, that's how we got to there. That's the dining room. This is... I don't know if we have anything left in here. I feel like we don't, but I don't remember now. None of these take a crown. Where was... Oh, we just had that earlier, right? Took a crown-shaped key. That's the twins' closet, I believe, actually. Now that I think about it. Twins' room. Oh, we're on the wrong floor. Yeah, let's go back here and go up. Just go up the stairs that are right here. Okay, down over here. Then, which way to the twins' room? Right. There we go. I believe that... No. This way. Ah, my bad. I believe this had the crown-shaped key. Wrong thing. This. Okay. What's that? There we go. Ooh. Okay. So far, nothing useful. There will be something, but I just need to find where it is. Oh, there's another door here. Oh, bathroom. I see. I wonder if that medicine that Nicholas was talking about will be in their cabinet, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't know. To the bottom drawer first. Nothing for those. No drawers over there that I missed. Okay. Yeah, it's a problem with 19 or 1800s and early 1900s pictures and stuff, is because the photo processing was so slow, people tended not to smile. So everybody looks like they're having a hard time with it and stuff. Maya and Mia Strange, autumn of 1881 or 7? No, 1883. I think that's a 3 on the right there. Autumn of 1883. Okay. Nothing with any of those. This maybe? Hey, Cosmic. Sillowell's in the chat too, although you can't see it on the screen. He had said hi, and I had, because I was doing a test of the chat, make sure it was working, because at first it wasn't. Anyway, so I said the word test, and then I refreshed the window so test wouldn't just hang out. Sillowell said hello right before I refreshed, so his hello didn't show up, unfortunately. St. West School monthly report. Mia Strange. Yeah, look at this. Mia was getting steadily worse as time went on. Like bad. She went from like 90 to 43 100 to 42, like on her total scores. She was obviously going through something. I wonder if that's tied to the music or to the medicine, or if that's tied to she had the admirer and maybe something they had a falling out after she fell in love. I don't know. That's interesting though. That's really not okay. I bet. I mean, depending on the demeanor of her parents, but I bet her parents potentially were really angry with her. Damn, that sucks. Hey, okay, now you both can see each other. Great. Okay, nothing in either of those. Okay, so another, again, yet another photo. Two different names share the same blood. Maya and Mia Strange, summer of 1867. Yeah, we're in the middle of the 1900s. I thought we were early or middle of the 1800s. I thought we were early 1900s. I guess we're the middle of the previous century. Ballerina times 5. Interesting. Okay, so I need. That's locked. Okay. Small music box seems to be incomplete. Ah, that'd probably be this. Put that here. There we go. And then do it times 5. I don't know how. Let's do this. 1, 2, 2. Okay, and we get a cameo ring, which I don't know where that goes. I don't remember needing a ring somewhere, so that's interesting. I guess I could maybe examine. Wait, can I examine this? I guess we're in examination mode right away. Yeah, I don't see it though. Okay. Well, that gave us that, so that's good. That was, I doubt that's what we want for this. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's like, here's the key right next to the lock, so it's totally secure. Nobody who randomly comes here would ever be able to figure out what, where the key to this is. Toothpaste, teeth and gums for beautifying and preserving. Yeah. And Bellefleur soap. Not a single bathroom has had anything useful, so I don't know if any of them ever will. But I mean, it's just more world building, not really, but whatever, world stuff. But okay, so I think the cameo ring is what we wanted, but I don't know what the cameo ring is for. If there's anything in here. Can't open anything new here. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, we got that. That's good that that stuff's been solved now. Cameo ring probably will unlock something that will give us the next night piece, I'm guessing. Because we had basically puzzle on puzzle on puzzle, right? We had Nicholas's room. We had to solve the Eureka box to be able to we had to solve the Eureka box, and then the reference in that other room with the fold-out book was referring to Nicholas's room and showed the painting. So then we go over to the painting in Nicholas's room after the Eureka box clicked and opened that up. We had to grab that key. Then we go to the twins' room, open up that room, and then a ballerina piece that we found somewhere else also, and I don't remember where. We had to then put on the little music box and then rotate it a number of times. So, puzzle stacking probably means we're going to get a night piece, I'm guessing. Although we might get something else that's just, useful but completely different thing. I don't know. I don't think this is going to go in here. Yeah. Didn't think so because you wouldn't stick a whole ring in there. You have to pull something off if you were going to do that. I think for this, we're probably looking like a ruby or a sapphire or something. Which very likely comes from the parents' bedroom. Don't think either of those are useful there. Wine cellar we can't get into yet. Is there anything for a ring in here? I don't think so. Huh. I've been getting streaming on TikTok. Really? I don't know. I'll consider it. I'm not sure on TikTok. I am not a fan of TikTok, but that's well. I'll think about it. I will actually think about it. I'm not just dismissing it out of hand. I'll think about it, but I would not plan on it. I'll let you know if I do end up doing it, though. The AC was constantly blowing. I don't need it going so hard. So just put it on auto so if it gets too warm in here. Trying to think. Let's see. That was it's not what it. That's the wine cellar. So I don't know. So I have this also. I don't know. Where I go to solve it. How do I get out of this area? I need to go back out. Not yeah, out here. Go up and around, I think. This area still, I think, is still locked off from the rest of the manor, except through this. Anyway. There is down below, whenever it is I get there. In the study, I still think I don't have what I need for it. There's a typewriter puzzle in here that I've not done. But there's this. Could it be Nicholas's room's puzzle thing where it's E? U Re Ka. That did. Oh, nice, clever. Okay, but now I just have another puzzle that I don't know how I how I proceed. Look for clues that can illuminate your mind to find the key to the safe. I still need the stuff that the knights do, though. It crossed it off as if I had figured it out, but I haven't. I didn't get the last night. Maybe that'll show up again after I do this. Clues illuminate your mind to find the key to the safe. Illuminate my mind. There's this. 7:45. So if I can change a clock to 7:45, but like I had said, like out, not there. Well, maybe I check here for a clock. Can I turn this one? Menacing the minute hand. This was another thing. So if you do here, wait, no. Oh, it's a different room. That's a different room. That's fine. Anyway, but I think the 7:45 is probably referring to I need to change is the clock out here, but I don't know. How I adjust that. And it might not be this clock. I think it is, but there are tons of clocks in this place, so it could be, you know, anywhere. 7:45. Okay. You say so. I mean, not every room has a clock, of course, but I don't even remember where all the clocks are. I don't think Nicholas's has one, right? The kids' rooms don't have clocks, yeah. But is there one in here? No, right? Yeah, no clock. Clues illuminate your mind. Seems... What now? What is this? Oh, between the halls, yeah. No clock on the end here. Nothing in Nicholas's room. I don't think there was a clock in here. Maybe there was. There's this, actually. But I can't do anything with it, so no. And the washroom shouldn't have anything, right? Yeah. So not there. I don't think the kitchen have a clock either. Yeah. The dining room might. Maybe. Yeah. Here. But I'd need more gears to be able to do anything with this. So there's that too. Go back to this. Lion's Head Relief and Coat of Arms. That's basically these rooms here in the middle. The dining room is the Coat of Arms, and the art room is the Lion's Head on both sides. So basically these are, until I find those, these are specifically locked. Where else? Where else? That one, it did say 7:45. I wonder, that's 3 numbers. I wonder if that has to do with this chest. That's over here. I don't know that it will. What do these go up to? These go up to 6. So that's not going to be it because 7 isn't going to apply. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the 7:45 is a clock I have to adjust. And like I said, I think it's probably that front clock. Although I don't know for sure which one it is supposed to be. Is there a clock in here? No. So we got the clue from the piano earlier. The clue for the chessboard. Oh yeah, and the knight's puzzle. Yeah. I think that's all that's in here. The bathroom. Music room. Don't see a clock in here though either. Yeah. So if I use my thing here, yeah, no, nothing. Clues that can illuminate your mind. Illuminate could tie to the glass I was just using, but we got this from before. The thing that was behind there, I don't remember what it was now. It was it might have been even this medallion, I don't remember. Cameo ring, fine hand carved relief. That. Remember if I saw a figure like that or not somewhere. I don't remember now. Hallway there? Nope. Well, in the library here. That's another thing. I probably need a minute's hand for here. I need gears for the other clock, and I need something to tell me in what order I pull the little chime things. Also, these here showed up when I lit the fire earlier. It's not something for now because we've already done it, but that happened before as well. There's this that I never figured out. I wonder if wouldn't do Eureka again, would you? Oh, interesting. You are. Yeah, actually. This. Eureka's like the primary puzzle of the game. Could be. But there's another E I would need. There's another E I would need, and there's not one. Yeah, so that's not going to be it. Okay, let's put these back for now. This way. So it's not going to be Eureka because we only have one E. 6 letters. What do we have? 6 letters. I don't know. Nothing here. Hmm. So other than the Cthulhu drawing, was there anything more in here? We found over here in the desk here was the thing we used for the phone. I don't think we do anything with this clock. Yeah. Can't even interact with it, so. So I don't think we have anything more in the guest room currently, at least. Six letters. I don't know. Five symbols, so it would not correlate to that at all. These doors are locked. Oh, it's the next thing over, actually, where it's locked. Yeah, because it's the game room. Now this is locked, those two. Huh. Probably want the second floor, the bedrooms. Well, probably. I don't know about that. That's what I want currently, because that's what I wanted to explore. I want to go. So if there's anything more that I missed, or more that I could see in here. That, but we don't have a key for that yet. I don't think. Well, I don't think there's anything in here other than that key to that one small box, whatever it is. Already solved that earlier. Yeah, see. Eureka is 6, but it's 2 E's, so that's obviously wrong. What does he say? Yeah, I don't see any words in here. Father is 6. I suppose it could be father. I don't think that's right, but it's worth a try. Let's go see. Down here. Library. Like I said, I don't expect this will be correct, but we will try it. Father. So, this. And this. This. So I guess I was already at the end. Yeah. Okay. Unsurprisingly, father is not the answer. Like I said, I didn't have a high level of confidence, but worth a try. Wait, what else? I don't believe there's anything more up here. We had the vantage point earlier, but otherwise, or maybe there was a clue that I don't remember seeing now. Because it has been a while. We did this already, this puzzle, and got this note, which then is what we did. We did three what do they call them? Phonograph cylinders or whatever that we used playing the phonograph, and then that gave us, like, that opened a door for us and stuff. But I don't see any other puzzles up on this level. So we come over here, go F. Yeah, nothing on those shelves or anything shows up. So I don't think we're supposed to do anything that way. Anyway, this is what we were doing before. We did this. Creates this light, and if you go up above, you get the proper perspective to know what symbols to use. So, but I mean, that's a puzzle we did way early on. We finished that puzzle when we streamed this the very first time on Halloween. So that's how early this was. What else? It's the attic and not the attic. It's the 2 rooms in the middle that are blocked off still. That's where that goes. Don't know. think they got enough pictures, pictures in here. I don't think they have enough pictures. Like the walls feel empty to me. Dining room again. Trying to figure out. Figure out's the wrong word. I'm trying to think. There's. Comes from the description reads: a person is not honest when he speaks for himself. We give him a mask. Speak the truth. Yeah, so I need a mask of some kind for that too. Could you imagine if this was reality and you were trying to put all this stuff together? It'd be like days trying to solve all these friggin' puzzles. Excuse me, I don't know. I don't have anything with 3 numbers either. So much stuff and so little. She went to the seamstress to buy him some linen. When she came back, the dog was spinning. So that tells me, I think, that I need to find linen lying around somewhere. We obviously are not going to go to the store in this game or anything. Everything's contained within the manor. So, but I don't see any cloth, like any bolts of linen or anything around here. We would use that on here, I believe, and then we would end up with X, Y, and Z, whatever we're gonna finally have. But see, none of this stuff lets me interact with it, so I don't know where I get that bolt of linen from. Or even, maybe not even a full bolt. Maybe it's just a small strip of linen. But instead of, you know, the big, huge rolled up, those are called bolts. In case you weren't sure, because it's a oddly specific thing in English, but that's what they're called. Another criminal instinct that we saw a while ago as well. Already tried. This won't fit. We need these as well. See, oh, you know what? I think I don't know that it goes on here. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this. This looks a lot like the handles for turning things that are in the laundry room. Where you have those, I don't remember what you call them. The ringers, I guess. WRINGERS, ringers. Like where you wring your clothes out. You use the handle, put the clothes through, and it squeezes most of the water out of the clothing. I wonder if this comes off of one of those. Maybe I start using using it on clothes, and it breaks off or something. Because that looks like what this is. It could be from somewhere else as well, but it looks like that is. And if I can't be sure, but I think these are actually in place currently. So I think these gears are not missing. I think these are the gears. That's what it looks like to me. So if we put this on top of them, maybe it slides on, and then you can rotate those. But I would still... Well, you know, I don't know that you need clothes to do it, though. I could always try it without clothes and just try doing it, period. So if I come in here, let me just try doing this. And then if I do it on this one. Ah. So this will come off if I have a screwdriver, I guess. So that's the one I need, but I need to get some way to pull it off. So this is the one we'll end up using for when we get the bolt of linen. I'm guessing we need the bolt of linen. We put it in here. Oh, there's no water, though. I don't know where we get the water. We probably put it in here, get some water also in here, wash it, then we wring it out, then we go take it up to the dressmaker or something like that. Jeez. A screwdriver? I don't think I ever saw a screwdriver in the game so far. There could always be something in here. But for this, I would need a bolt cutter. Also not seen a bolt cutter in the game so far, so I don't know. Yeah. That's interesting. Solved this one last time. Triple horse. It's a number. Are there significant things like this around? There's 3 horses. What else do we have? What was... Oh, that was to open the door. I thought I was going to say I saw a symbol flash. I don't know what that is. Not seeing other portraits that would kind of be similar to the 3 horses, so I don't know. I don't know why I clicked that. Obviously, we just tried that. There's not going to be anything in there, I don't think. Yeah. Go back upstairs again. Two dogs. There's 3 horses and 2 dogs. Might be like an animal theme going on, maybe. Let's see. 3 horses, 2 dogs. I don't want one animal though. That probably won't, because I mean, one animal is not doesn't. It's not significant, right? So probably not a thing. Just flowers or something, I think. Could say 4 girls, but that breaks the animal theme. I don't know that the animal theme is a thing, but it doesn't seem to match the other. Now let's go back. Downstairs. Art is down this hall, right? As far as looking at pictures. Yeah. Okay. Portraits out here that I've not looked at for a while. Let's see. That. That. Him. I don't think there's anything over here either, but let's see. That. That. Yeah, no. Not on this level. There. Not going to be in here, I don't think, because those pictures all tie to a specific puzzle. Which is not... I doubt they tied a puzzle directly into another puzzle, like partway through or whatever. That'd get very confusing, I think. No. Hmm. My guess is there's another animal portrait somewhere that has like an interesting, somewhat standout number of animals on it, and then that'll be the chest with the 3 numbers. That might be it. But I'm just throwing out some ideas, seeing if anything works out. Keep it in mind for later. I'm not seeing it though right now. Or 2 women again, not part of the animal theme, but it could be. 2 women or 4 girls. That's interesting. Wonder how this ties into things. There's probably something with this, but I don't know. Can't interact with them, so I'm not sure that would. I'm guessing, if anything, that's just a clue to something, but I don't know what. Are there? They'll have a white cloth down below. It's like a handkerchief, a sleeve, and just a part of the shirt or whatever. They all have these. A hat, a bonnet, and nothing. I don't know. Was there maybe an animal portrait in here somewhere that I missed? I think these are all people, though, right? Yeah. She's looking over at her. of course, stands out somewhat to me, but I don't know. Can't interact with these at all. This doesn't show me anything. I don't know. But I can't interact with them, so I don't know. This is the gardener. Or the another gardener, the butler. My bad, my butler, that's right. I think, I mean, I might have missed something, but I think I've looked now at all the pictures. So either we're missing one from an area that hasn't opened up yet, or I am mistaken and I've not looked at all of them. But rude. I don't know. So we need a 6-letter word for that library puzzle. 3-number code for that chest. Still have that night puzzle to finish at some point. They might replace that objective with this one simply because this might have to happen before you get the additional nights or something. That's possible. It's definitely possible. See, I'm wondering if we open this chest, if there'll be a screwdriver in here and then we can pull that handle off. That makes some degree of sense because you might keep tools nearby for jobs on some of the more labor oriented portions of the manor. And there could even be a bolt cutter in here, and maybe in the cupboard there's a screwdriver or something. I mean, it's hard to know. Although in the kitchen cupboard, I wouldn't expect tools in here, but I could see tools here in this chest near the stairs. We have the laundry room, the kitchen, and then upstairs you've got the sewing room. These are all labor oriented things, right? So I could see that. I obviously don't know for sure if it's going to be there, but I'm just saying I could see that as something that might be a thing. I mean, hell, in here we could even find like minute hand for this clock, or something. I don't know. I don't know what we'll find in there, obviously, but not gone. I actually have not gone to the entrance. I don't expect that that'll give me something, but I've not gone there, so that could be. I looked at the pictures out here for animals, right? Yeah. I do remember looking at them now. No pictures out here at all. So. What's the Thomas is 6 letters. Or all wait, no. No, Darlene is 7. Probably not Thomas because this is Oliver Thomas, doctor. Could be though, I suppose. Strang, that's 7. Strange, so it's not that. So could be Thomas. I'm thinking it'd be more likely to be her, Mrs. Strange. What was her name though? Lost my pocket watch somewhere in my office. Outside the library. We already got that early on. The library's over here. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember. Where's that portrait? It's upstairs. Let me go upstairs again. I don't remember what her name was. The wife. Something strange. But I don't remember what her name was. Where's the portrait room? Or where the portrait was over here. That doesn't tell her name. Somewhere we have her name. And that might be the thing for the books. Nicholas, N-I-C, I think it's O-L-A-S though, so that's 7. If it was Nicholas with no O, that'd be 6. But I don't think that's how you spell it. Twins, Mia and was it Mia and Mara or something like that, right? So it just says Mrs. Strange. Yeah, see, they're doing research about eugenic transliteration. I think what happened was because there's also the portrait in the library of different places in the world and like voyages that their ships have taken. I think what happened was kind of like you get a little bit with like Darkness Within, or also a little bit in Patches or in Scratches. I mean, I should say not Patches, Scratches, um, where in around this time people would sail to different parts of the world and looking for different things like, you know, exploring the world and stuff, and they'd come across some of these pagan rituals or artifacts or whatever it was, and they'd bring them back, but some of the stuff ended up being cursed and stuff. Anyway, I think eugenic transliteration, he discovered this like in a when exploring around some villages or something like that. And Mr. Strange did. So this is Hadley Strange. And I think the stuff that's going on in the basement, I think might be tied to that somewhat. But I don't know. Hadley and Nicholas Strange, yeah. See, I need a thing where it has him and his wife, and then say the wife's name. I mean, I don't know that it's actually gonna be helpful. I'm hoping that it will be. See, here they are, but it's not got words on it to tell me her name. Yeah, this is the tie. This is a really early reference, really early clue to something you get later. So we did the blocks over in Nicholas's room and spelled out Eureka, which then we typed here, which then opened that. Ah, I lucked into that today. Just to, like suddenly the thought occurred to me. I forgot completely that we actually had this clue here. Ah, so they wanted to make sure you knew that was there anyway. Um, gosh, I really wish I could remember. There's some place where she's because she was it painting or was it writing? She was like a novice at some artistic pursuit and her work was not accepted, but she was just still early on in it. And I'm pretty sure they say her name about it too. But can't remember now. Because this is just that reference to this Thomas, Darlene Thomas. But I thought, what was that? Was that up here? Maybe was there a. Because there's like an art room, which would be up a floor? Well, there's art room here blocked off. That's not the one though. That's not because I can't access that. It's something I've seen. Um, but I don't know now. It's not the music room. Well, crap. I can't remember where it was. This is more. So, like, here's like a salamander or something like that that they found on an island. That where they started getting the transliter or not transliteration. That's where they started getting like this idea that um, they could slow down aging. So some of this stuff might be like kind of red herring. Like the eugenic transliteration might be red herring, or the slowing of aging might be the red herring. It's hard to say. I don't actually know. Well, I was making some all right progress. Got a few things worked out, but now kind of stalled out. I only have those two things. I'm positive this does not work, but let's do it just to be thorough, yeah. This lock is a coat of arms, right? Yeah. Uh, See anything special with the circles from the sun? Man, I wish I could remember where that. And that totally could be the wrong trail too. I could be like looking at something that completely has nothing to do with anything I'm trying to figure out now. But it still bothers me that I can't remember where that was. I already looked at that. I already got that earlier. Vitae Cyclum. This was a reference to the ordering for these green symbols, like what you pulled and stuff. So that's not something we need now. Whoops. Wrong thing. Well, damn. I'm not really making any progress now. I'm kind of spinning my wheels. I don't want to hit H, though. I really, really would like to not have to get hints. Where the crap was her thing? Because there totally was, like I said, there totally was something saying that she was like an amateur, wasn't doing as well with her endeavor. She still might potentially make it at some point, but currently was not like good enough. Black ink, but well, crapo. I guess we're gonna call it here. I don't know. My brain is not coming up with anything new, unfortunately. I could have sworn there was some portrait with him and her. What the heck? Where? Itch on my earlobe. Garter's log, yeah. Read this one more time. There's no clue with numbers in this, is there? Situation where my patients buying or burying pets in the courtyard, not part of my job. No problem doing it once, maybe even twice. This is the sixth pet. 126, maybe? be maybe 126 for this thing? I doubt it, but let's see. There are 6 numbers on each. 1, 2, 6. No. Anyway. Sharp is 5 letters, not 6. Found this. What was this again? I mean, I know it's a cake recipe, but I don't think there's anything here that I can use. I could be wrong, of course, but I don't think so. Like a mechanical noise or something. Hear that very slightly. I don't know if I can kill the. Not what I mean. Not what I mean. If I can kill the music options. Music volume. Let's do this for a second. And sound effect volume's up. Yeah. Okay. Ah! Hear that? It's like so there's something to that, but I don't know. Might just be once you get the gear. It might just be telling you that the clock is there, and once you get the gears, the rest of the gears in place, it'll be fine. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I can do though, as far as like this, for example. I don't think I can use the medallion to pry this off. Doubt it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, I think we're gonna call it for today. I can't think of anything more to do right now at the moment. So I made some progress. Some days you make more, some days you make less. It's what it is. It's not a whole lot you can do about it. Okay, so basically about 8 hours from now, we'll be doing more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I am remembering to close GOG after we finish with this stream. So when I start the new stream, I'm not going into the incorrect version of VTM. I'm going into the patched version, which is the one we need. So, anyway, yeah. Thanks, Siluel and Cosmic and anybody else. I guess Alexander, kinda, not really, but Anybody who jumped on to support me, appreciate it. As always, I hope you take care of yourselves. In the meantime, have a great day, the rest of your day, or good sleep if you're going to bed, wherever you are in the world. And I will talk to you again soon if you're able to make it. Like I said, just over 8 hours from now, we'll be doing VTM. Bloodlines. Otherwise, I will see you next time I stream. Till then, be safe. Look after yourself. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Poor spider.
His freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.